1978. He began with the theory because it's important for us to know how this is. He began with the theory that Aryan and Dravidian are perhaps two different races. These two he began. I used to argue with him. You are not right. He said you are emotional. You want an integrated India. And because of that, you want to say India was always integrated. I agree India is integrated. But is it a fact that India was always integrated? This is a question which he put for himself. So we used to argue and argue and argue. In 1978, he called me one day. He said, I have a stunning revelation before me. What is the revelation? The Indus Valley, which is supposed to be pre-Vedic. That is the general opinion of most people. It is pre-Vedic. So when he was approaching it from that perspective, and he called me and told me that I compared an Indus Valley scene with the Somapana Yajna verse in the Rigveda and found both match completely. It is a bullock with a long eye, with a big, and looking at like this, there is a stump, there is a vessel, and Somapana or some liquid is pouring, it is spilling out. This is what Somapana Yajna verse in Rigveda says. Exactly the same thing. It is not one seal or two seals. Hundreds of such seals have been found in this time. He told me that how could a pre-Vedic civilization with these things could exist with a Vedic verse? This is how his inquiry started. And in 1983, he published this paper in a conference in Japan, Tokyo. From then onwards, we began working together. And from Dravidian versus Aryan, he came to the view that Indus Valley reflects the word Bharat. Bharat is found in the seals of the Indus Valley. That is his finding. This book he came out with, his final book, it was, of course, he kept on writing afterwards. This book was published by the Harvard University, in which he says the word Bharat is reflected in the seals of Indus Valley. A man who began with Aryan Dravidian divide, he finally came to the conclusion that when the divide was seen to be Indus Valley, is where the idea of integration of Bharat itself was there, it is reflected in the seals. From racial, of course, he said there is a linguistic difference between Tamil and Sanskrit. This is undeniable. But the linguistic difference, linguistic parallel can exist because so many languages have developed in India. And linguistic parallels do not mean civilizational parallels. The same civilization gets reflected in different languages. And I will come to, of course, Raja will be telling more about how the earliest Indian Tamil literature contains the same substance of thought as Vedas or Upanishads or Ramayana, Mahabharata, or Manusmriti. The earliest Tamil literature also contains the same thoughts, which I will go into a little later. So, from racial differences, then from Aryan migration theory, he came to an integration theory that the word Aryan itself is not correct because it is only Gauda and Dravida. People lived in Dravida were called Dravidians. Those who lived above the Vindhyas were called Gauda. This difference was never Aryan or Dravidian. Only in 1847 the word Aryan was first introduced into the dictionary it has prevailed, which is very wrong. Anyhow, what I am trying to say is, in 1983, Mahadevan, who began the theory of Aryan Dravidian divide, that Indus Valley represents an integration. There is an integration of the Vedic civilization and Indus Valley civilization. Why Vedic civilization was supposed to be something which was imaginary? The only reason was that the Vedas spoke of a river which did not exist. Which, if Vedas centered around Saraswati, and Saraswati did not exist, Saraswati is imaginary, and so the Vedas are imaginary. This was the conclusion of the story. Linguists, civilizational study masters, they came to this conclusion only on the basis because Saraswati was non-existent. The Vedas were imaginary. But now you know there is a huge shift in the thinking that Saraswati after all existed. And due to the tectonic shifts, the Saraswati waters have been shifted into the Indus and the Yamuna and Ganges, and that is why Saraswati dried up. So Saraswati is not imaginary, which means Vedas are not imaginary. This much is now accepted, but have we got to the essence of what is the origin of the Indian civilization? For which I would suggest, because Raja is here, he can contribute a lot. Without studying the Tamil history and the Tamil language, Tamil literature, Tamil text, you cannot arrive at an integrated picture of the entire Indian civilization. But the best Tamil literature is Torka. That is supposed to be between 300 BC and BCE and 100 C, if I remember right. And in that, the society is organized on the basis of Varna is stated. The earliest Tamil literature says the society was divided into 4 Varnas. And